Hey everybody, come on in, so we can discuss Married to Medicine. I'm just sitting here, letting y'all all get in the room. Just come on slowly, walk into the room, have a seat, while I put the link in my Okay, there we go. I have to share the link to my media sites. Sorry, my other media sites. You know, I'm on Twitter at same name as this YouTube, Tanya's Primetime TV / Media Reviews. That's also my Twitter. And then I'm also on Facebook. I have a group called Primetime TV of Color. Primetime TV Drama of Color. That's what it's called exactly. But basically, we discuss different shows in there, and I share my videos in there as well. Excuse me. And then, of course, you guys know that I'm not only a YouTube commentator, but I am a professional cake decorator. So also, I have a Facebook page called Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice. And if you are in the Omaha area where I'm from, make sure, anybody else too, you can check out the page. Make sure you go over there and like the page, because if you are a local, sorry, I think I need to get something to drink. But if you are local around Omaha, then you can always register, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also go like my cake page, Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice on Facebook. As long as you subscribe to both of those on the first of each and every month, you can enter the free cake giveaway drawing. So check out my Facebook page. You can see all the details over there. But anywho, thank you for tuning in today. Make sure you click the like button on your way in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, of course. And make sure you share, and show me some love. But let's get right into Married to Medicine. Now, I watched episode 1, but I was a little behind, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to just skip episode 1. Not too much went down. Besides, when Mariah and Heavenly, they got into it or whatnot, but they always into some mess. This episode started off with Heavenly. She was talking to her daughter, checking on her homework and everything. And that little girl, I just have to say, she has grown up to be a beautiful, adorable little girl. And I do hope her mouth do not end up like Heavenly's. So, a little compliment and a little shade at the same time. She has a pretty little girl, but we all know Heavenly, she has a mouth on her and always popping off on somebody. But she's talking to her husband also, and letting him know, what Mariah said to her, what, pissed her off when they were having, the sexy lace and leather thing, And she's like, what Mariah said? She said that she has cash receipts, that you have been cheating on me. Now, Damon, of course, until we hear it from them or see it on the news and the media, we don't know if he's been cheating or not. But Mariah claims that she's got receipts, and I guess maybe next week, because there was no receipts today, but maybe next week, maybe throughout this season, maybe we'll see some receipts, maybe not, I don't know. But Damon, he just seems so innocent. Like, I don't know. He just seems so lovable and innocent, like he wouldn't do anything. And Heavenly is even like, well, shoot, if my man cheats, then every man in the entire world cheats because I got a good man. And I think I don't know, she might be right because I just can't see Damon cheating on her. Besides, she can get a little violent. She can get a little violent, which is also why she's, taking anger management anger management counseling right now. But he seemed like his feelings was really, he seemed really sincere, like his feelings was really hurt. But it was funny because he was acting like a little child, like he just seemed like he just shriveled up and was like, me, why me, why she messing with me? Like he's getting in trouble by his mom or something. I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. I'm like, oh, he's so cute. I really hope he's not cheating on them because, I mean, the rest of them, I mean, all the rest of the wives and the husbands is having issues. So I'm hoping, at least there's one seriously true happy couple on this show. Now, Dr. Contessa, man, that was a moment. That was like a real doctor patient moment. She was at home with her husband, and that's another couple too. I like them too also. They seem to be doing okay, not really having any serious issues. But she's back at work. She loves medicine. She loves her patients. She couldn't stay away for that long. And I just knew that she wasn't going to be gone that long. When she quit last season, I actually thought she was going to go back and work her same schedule. But she decided to do it part-time, and that's still cool. So she gets to do what she loves to do, and her patients get to at least see her, most of the time. But she's preparing dinner, and they're eating sushi, and it looks like I saw some shrimp and some shrimp, and some other stuff that she was preparing. And her daughter, she had put a piece of sushi in her mouth, and I think the moment when it got lodged was probably when she jumped off of that stool and started running because she had that food in her mouth and she put the whole thing in her mouth. That was super, super scary. I didn't realize what was going on. Her husband didn't realize what's going on. All you saw was Contessa, she was up there just preparing food, like Susie Homemaker, just preparing food, talking to her hubby. Her daughter comes running around the counter and she looks, I mean, for a split second, and she looked and picked her daughter up, flipped her upside down, and started hitting her on the back, just papping her on the back. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then we realized she's choking. I'm like, that was really scary. I'm so glad that, like she said, it wasn't a daycare or a babysitter or a nanny or somebody else who was there who probably would have panicked or wouldn't know what to do. I mean, me personally, I think I need to take another CPR class because I haven't taken one in a long time. And granted, my sons are older, 21 and 17. I do have little nieces, little nephews. They come over and, little cousins. So, it's very, I think it's really something important to have. And this just reminded me how long it's been since I had mine. So yeah, everybody needs to take a CPR class so you can learn how to do the Heimlich. You can learn how to help people if they're choking, not breathing, anything like that. So I'm glad her daughter is okay. Then it took on another serious note where she was discussing about her father, her estranged father. And she was telling her husband how, he's been really sick and he has cancer. And then it sounds like he has some other things going on with him as well. And she feels like it's time that he needs to come visit them because from the tone that I was hearing, it sounds like his health is declining rapidly, and she don't know about how much longer she is going to be able to spend with her father. And her husband, he was like, yeah, you're right. He really does owe you, because he's been estranged. He wasn't really there, through her growing up. Her mother basically took care of her, and she was in a single parent home. But I like how she said, when her husband said, he owes you, and I think he needs to he owes you time. He owes you time before, and I'm like, that's all he's thinking about. She sounds like he's really like on his way out of here, into another better place. And he's like, yeah, he does owe you some time. He needs to spend time with you. And I like what she said, in defense of her dad, even though he wasn't around, and probably was a deadbeat or whatever, whatnot. He was sick. Like she said, he's a drug addict. He was on drugs. She came to his defense. She partially blames him, but he was sick. And I like how she put that, because everybody knows somebody who's addicted to either drugs, alcohol, pills, something. And the way she put it, you can't blame people when they're sick. She put it another way, and most people be like, "Oh, yeah, I got my uncle." Everybody got everybody got a strung out or a drunk uncle, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to be bothered with him. All they want to do is smoke and da 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 da, and act a fool. But when you look at it in a different perspective, you're like, they're sick and they need help. So I like the way she put that, and she defended her father, although he was wrong, for not being around. But hopefully they'll be able to spend the time, some time together. He can see his grandkids, before he leaves. Quad. I don't know why I like Quad. I don't know why I like Quad. Maybe because she can read somebody they writes up and down. But Quad has been going through it with her husband, Dr. G. They separated, and she's kind of trying to figure out if she wants to get a divorce, go forward with the divorce, or if she wants to try to work things out. She's sitting around I think they were having lunch, excuse me, lunch or dinner, with her friends, her new friends, by the way. She started working on the Sister Circle, and I admit I probably only seen maybe 2 episodes. I've been hearing different, it's good, it's bad, it's all right, it's okay, so maybe I should check it out. But she's sitting around talking to them, and basically she's like, you know what, I'm thankful that I have you ladies in my life. I'm thankful to be working on this show, because I'm going through a lot. And they was like, well, what about, the ladies from Married to Medicine? And she's quick to say, I don't really hang with them right now. They're too judgmental, unlike you guys. They're very judgmental, and she ain't lying. And basically, they're trying to show her a lot of support and be there for her. I like that. They're not just co-workers. They seem like they're really good friends, really sincere friends. So, when she started talking about what he did, like, I know y'all all remember last season, this was cracking me up every time he said this, but he was like, I went to the hotel room, with the lady, with the chick, whoever she was, and we didn't do anything. I'm like, really? I'm sure Quad did the same thing. Like, really? When we black ladies get that little turn of the head and look at you like, come on, bruh, you did something. Who goes to a hotel? Who takes a woman to a hotel and then all of a sudden, oh, we're not doing nothing, but you stayed the night. You didn't come home or anything like that. I don't know. I think his story full of hoes. I think he really did cheat on her like Quad thinks and the rest of the world, and probably ended up having sex. But I ain't gonna judge her if she decides to stay with him. I'm not gonna judge her. Some people can work things out in a relationship and live happily ever after that. So good luck with that. But Toya. Now Toya, she is having a birthday, And you know how Toya is. Toya likes to party. She likes to throw big, lavish parties, which is probably the reason why they got into trouble before, where they had to move and they had to downsize, and her husband had to work 15,000 hours every week. He worked from sun up to sundown at like three, four, five different hospitals, to get them out of debt while she was sitting at home taking care of the kids and trying not to spend any money out her pocketbook. But she's planning a party, but this time she's like, you know what? My husband, he got a promotion and we never got to celebrate that. So what she's going to do is plan a surprise party for him, but trick him into thinking it's for her when it's really going to be for him. So she's out, shopping around and everything, and excuse me, looking for stuff for his party, because it's going to be like a doctors and nurses, type of get up, type of setup. So everybody got a dress in a doctor's or scrubs or nurse, hospital uniforms. Now the thing is, they checking out this space with all these decorations, and I'm like, okay. I'm a cake decorator. Y'all know that. So I do parties. That room, that room was giving me life. I have actually been thinking of actually moving into the event world too. Like, I do other things, cook, hey, I got several talents. But that room was giving me life. And I need to find out about that. But anywho, that's a whole nother. I might talk about that in more detail, what I do outside of YouTube, and what I do as far as my cake decorating and parties and all that stuff. But anyway, I like the idea that she wants to show him some love, because he does cater to her, takes care of her, spoils her. That girl gets anything she wants. So yeah, he deserves his own party. Now, Dr. Simone, you know that her and Cecil had some serious issues as well, along the lines of Quad and Dr. G. He had stepped out, but oh, I'm sorry, I'm tripping. I'm moving ahead of myself. Back it up. Dr. Simone and Cecil, actually, they were having issues too. I was jumping ahead to Jackie, my bad. They were having issues too, but I don't think it was infidelities that was going on. They just kind of like fell out of love or whatever. But they, at the last season, they were like headed for divorce. But after she, consulted with her friends and everything, and the guys and everything, they got together, they sat down, talked to them, did a little counseling. They decided, you know what, we're going to fight for our marriage. Good deal. But why did I get from this episode? It seemed like they were back to square one where they was. I mean, they're still not sleeping together. Cecil's not getting none. She buys him a big picture of her and like, I'm gonna put this on the wall. This will help you out, in the middle of the night when you. He's like, really? You want me to look at this picture and get aroused and handle my own business while you in the other bedroom? I'm like, what the heck is really going on? I thought they had worked things out and they was back on one accord, but I guess not. She's still talking about she's not giving him no sex until she still because she still don't feel love. I'm confused. I'm confused. Y'all been going through all this counseling, decided to stay together. Y'all not going to get a divorce, but you still don't feel loved. I don't know. I don't know what Cecil's not doing to show that he loves her. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little confused. They seem like they could be headed to divorce again, because it don't seem like they even worked out anything. She says she's stuck. He says she's stubborn. She's saying he's stubborn. And that basically, everything goes his way, or whatever Cecil wants, Cecil gets. Well, besides any sex, obviously. So I don't know what's up with them. Y'all let me know. Oh yeah, feel free anytime to comment in the chats, anything, about the show or the cast or whatnot. And of course, the phone number is always up, just in case you want to call in. Just hit me in the chat. Let me know you want to call, and I'll turn on the phone lines. Dr. Heavenly. Now, as I said before, Dr. Heavenly, she can pop off. She has a temper, anger issues, all that in the third. And so she's, seeing a counselor talking about her anger management, wants to know, what can she do to control her actions. Then she brings up, the blow up with Mariah and everything, and she breaks down in tears, and she's wondering, if people are so nice to her, how can she be so ugly all the time? And that's what everybody wants to know. Like, why are you always so angry? I think she's a beautiful woman. Dr. Heavenly is a beautiful woman. She has her own practice. Uh, Seems like a good husband. He has a nice job. Beautiful house, beautiful daughter. Why is you always so angry all the time? I really hope the counselor can help her out, because she has got into her mouth and got her into a lot of trouble with the ladies and disagreements in the past. So I really hope the counselor can help her out. Um, Toya. Now, when it came down to time for the event, time for the party that she was throwing for her, but not for her, when she was coming to the event, she had told Eugene, of course, this was her party. He didn't really have to get anything to dress up. He's a doctor. So like most of them, they probably pulled out an outfit out the closet, besides the little ladies wearing their skimpy little nurse dresses. But she has kind of been annoyed with Quad. Quad not really messing around with them. And I feel Quad, like she was saying at the beginning of the show, when she was talking to her new friends from the show, Sister Circle, excuse me, she was telling Selena and them that basically they're really judgmental. She can't really come to them and talk to them. And she's right. I mean, when Dr. Jackie was going through her mess with her husband, who was the main judgmental one? Do I need to play the video? It was Toya trying to tell Dr. Jackie the reason why he stepped out is because of you. You was up there, working all the time. You're not spending no time with him. You left him wide open to, go search for somebody else because he was lonely. That probably could have been said a little better, a different way, being that's like your friend, like a really close friend. So yeah, even Dr. Jackie, when they was at the party, she was telling Toya, you can be really, really judgmental, and I understand why Quad ain't coming around. But anyway, I'm like, Quad, take your time, honey. Do what you need to do, handle your business, and then, when you're ready to come around these ladies and deal with their mess, then come around with the ladies. She also inquires about Contessa. Like, where is Contessa? Contessa, as we all know from, the show, she's dealing with things with her father. Her father's sick. His health is declining. She wanted to bring him there, but he's too sick. So she went to be with him, which is understandable. I mean, that's what she should do. Toya is throwing this party and everything, and she wants everybody to be there. She wasn't as mad as she was at Contessa with Quad, though. Go figure. But she was like extremely upset because Contessa wasn't there. Her husband, explaining to her, what's going on. Her father is sick. His health is declining. She wants to spend time with her dad. For some reason, Toya thinks that she still should have hit her up and gave her a phone call, a text, email, a tweet, something, inboxed her on Facebook. Like, she is dealing with her father. Like, her father. And then she says, my parents been sick before. What does your parents have to do with her father? I don't get that. And so what? Your parents sick. You have time to probably pick up a phone and go chat with somebody or send texts or messages or whatever. Woo woo woo. Make some phone calls. We all ain't built like that. Sometimes other things are more important than friends and parties. And you know what I'm saying? So I think Toya was way out of line. When she gets to the party, of course, Eugene, he walks in, he thinking this is her party. So he's all excited and, ready to kick it with his wife. It's her birthday. They about to turn up. He gets in the building and everybody's like, surprise. And he's like, he's just standing there because he don't know this is his party. And so Toya's looking at him like, and then she's looking at the crowd and all the guests like, like trying to egg them on. Then they like, oh, surprise, Eugene. I thought that was so funny. He's looking like all perplexed and confused. Like, what is going on? What did I do to deserve a party? This ain't my birthday. This is Toya's birthday. So he's hella confused. Anywho, she tells him, I appreciate you. You got a promotion. We didn't get to celebrate it. This is all for you, babe. This is all for you. And then he's like, hey, he's feeling all good and everything. Like I said, he deserved it. That man worked his tail off. They were in so much debt with was it the IRS, the tax man? They was in debt up to their forehead, and he worked his butt off. I mean, day and night, double shifts, triple shifts, 2, 3, 4 different hospitals. So to get them out of debt and get them, back above water and everything. So he deserves a party. Shoot, he deserves a party, lap dances, sponge baths, foot massages. Shoot, he need more than just a party, if you ask me. But anywho, they walk in and everything, and everybody starts, mingling and everything. Heavenly, she tries to speak to Mariah. Mariah, her and Quad, them are the shade queens. She's like, don't talk to me. I don't do dentists. I don't talk to dentists. I'm a doctor. She's a doctor for the day. I was like, yeah, yeah, she got shade too for you. But they didn't speak or deal with the issue of the receipts. I guess, since this was a positive event, they weren't going to bring that up. So, but I'm still waiting on the receipts. So maybe next episode we can find out what the heck is Mariah talking about, and if she got any receipts on. I don't know. I still don't think he's cheating, but that's just me. That's my opinion. But then when when Toya, she starts talking about, she gets the microphone, and Contessa's husband, he's trying to tell her again, what's the deal, what's up with his wife, why she ain't there. She's still complaining and talking about, why she not here. And, I would have came to hers, and I've been supporting her, and Scott is like sipping his drink like, why is she so bothered? Why is she tripping? Like, he should have cussed her out. He should have cussed her out. He sat there while she was up there talking about his wife. And then Miss Anger Management, supposedly trying to get some anger management control. She's like, you know what? How about we just call her? How about we just find out why she ain't here? Find out why she didn't call. Dr. Heavenly, I'm like instigating. I'm like, okay, yeah, you need to be going to counseling like 3-4 times a week, sis, because you should not have done that. Toya's already upset, and you just egging her on and instigating. Yeah, let's call her. Let's call her up. And Scott is just standing there like, these chicks is tripping. They really tripping. But anywho, she calls her, and Contessa, she's on the phone, and she's like, hey, what's going on? And she's trying to explain to her and tell her that not her husband, that her dad, is sick and everything. Why Toya just start talking over her and abruptly cuts her off, talking about, what? It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to come to my party, because the last time you came to my party, all you was doing was talking about, how much money we spent on the party. And I'm like, no, she did not. No, she did not. And she's like, you know what? It's okay. It's cool. Your dad's sick. Go take care of your dad. You handle your business, boo-boo. Really? And she hung the phone up in her face. Mm-mm. Contessa, you should have called her back and cussed her out. You should have had her put you on speakerphone just like she had you on speakerphone and cuss her smooth out. And her husband sitting over there talking about, I bet she wouldn't say that to her face. I bet she wouldn't say that to her face. Like, no, you should have been over there in Toya's face. And I don't care about her husband, Eugene. It been his party. But at that moment, you should have stood up for your wife because she straight threw shade and dragged your wife on the phone in front of everybody. And her dad is possibly dying. Like, who does that? Toya, you is wrong. And that's exactly why Quad ain't trying to be around y'all. Because y'all messy, 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 messy. But as usual, I'm here for the tea. I'm here for the tea. But that's messed up because my mom has been sick. She passed, what, 2 years ago? And around that time, I didn't really want to be bothered with nobody. I'm not coming to your parties. I was barely calling people. And if people call me or text me, half the time I responded. You ain't gonna tell me that I should have called you while my mother is on her deathbed laying up in hospice, and I should have took some time that I have dedicated to my parent to call you about some stupid party. Girl, bye. Bye, Felicia. But anyway, Toya was tripping. She was tripping. 1 second she seeming so supportive. You know, Quad should be around us, and Quad should be, why won't she let us be friends to her and be her support and whoop whoop whoop. Then the next second is take care of your dad, boo boo. I was like, man, gagging. Toya, she's a mess. But anyway, and again, I thought Heavenly, she was wrong for what she did too. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. We only on part 2. I believe the season is got a lot of excitement for us, a lot of drama for us. I wish the best of luck to Contessa's father. I know these shows be recorded, months in advance. So I don't know if her father is still alive or, if he's still hanging on, if he's passed or not. I'm going to try to do a little research on that. But I don't know, but keep her in prayers. Keep her in your prayers. But anywho, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. What y'all think about the cast. Let me know what you think about Simone, Dr. Simone and her husband. Like, do you think she's really dragging it out? Always talking about she don't feel love. Because if you don't feel loved, why would you cancel the divorce plans and get back together and you going through the same old stuff? Like, I don't know. Is they using this as a storyline? Like, making everybody think that they're not getting along, making everybody think that their relationship is crumbling, because like I said, it seems like we going through the same exact stuff that we saw last season. Them not having sex, them arguing, you don't love me. I don't get it. Again, let me know what y'all think about that. As far as Quad goes, and her husband, what do you think about her, not really wanting to hang around the ladies because of what she said about them being judgmental? Do you think they're too judgmental, or do you actually think, what they do is just how they show support? Like Dr. Jackie said, with Toya, as far as Toya, I know she's judgmental. This is this is what, season 6? So we know Toya is judgmental and probably the last person you want to sit down and talk to with your problems. And then also, let me know what you think about Mariah. Do you think that she possibly has some receipts for real? Or do you think that Mariah is just full of it? And she just threw that out there just to piss Heavenly off and just to give her something to think about. Or, try to bring some drama between her and her husband. So let me know what y'all think about that. Put it down in the chat. Let me know what you thought about the video. Again, If you didn't like this video on the way in, make sure you like the video on the way out. Also, make sure you subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and share the video. Share the video on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, you know, wherever you are on social media. And also, I just put the link in the chat for my cake decorating page on Facebook. Go over to Facebook, click the like button, especially if you are in the Omaha area, because on the first of each month, if you like my Facebook page and also subscribe to this YouTube channel, then you can enter each month to win a free cake made personally by me, the cake lady. So until next time, in the meantime, in between time, as usual, Prime Time Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out.